Hello everyone. So this is a presentation that covers both oral and written elements focused on phonetics and articulation. So the human mouth and throat work together to help us make sounds when we talk. The key players in these sounds are the lower lips and the different parts of the tongue. We can break the tongue down into sections, which is the tip, the middle, and the back, right? But we also have some key structures, which is the lungs, the trachea, and the larynx, which is the voice box and the vocal cords. But our points of articulation are the bilabials, which is our both teeth, our labial dental, which is the teeth and the lips and the teeth, and the dental, which are the teeth, the alveolar, which is the ridge, the hard palate, the soft palate, and the valvum, the uvula, and the glottis. So it's the space between our vocal cords. So this next section, which is section 2, which is we're still in part 1. So this section is our consonants and their features. So the consonants are sounds we make when the air from our lungs get blocked or squeezed by parts of our mouth, like the tongue, lips, and teeth. Each consonant can be broken down and described using 3 key features. The first feature is voicing. The second feature is place of articulation. And the third feature is the manner of articulation. So I'm going to go ahead and start with voicing. So voicing is the status of the glottis, refers to what the vocal folds are doing. If the vocal folds vibrate, the sound is voiced, like in b, b, or z, z. If they do not vibrate, the sound is voiceless, like p, p, s. So then the place of articulation, so the next section is a place of articulation. This is where the airflow contractions occurs, which is either in the mouth or in the nose, depending on whether the nasal passage is blocked. We have different ones. We have bilabial, labial dental, interdental, alveolar, palatal, velar, and glottal. The place of articulation, once again, it's where the vocal tracts and the airflow is constricted. So bilabial is with both lips. B, b. Labial dental, it's the lip and the teeth. V. Interdental, which is between the teeth, like in thin or vis. Alveolar, which is the tongue to the ridge behind the teeth, like in t, d, n. Palatal, which is hard palate, like in shoe or in measure. Velar, soft part of the roof of the mouth with it, just in k or g. Glottal, which is we use our vocal cords for that. As in uh-oh, did you hear the break in between uh-oh, 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 there's a break in between them. And then the third key point is the manner of the articulation. It's how the airflow is constricted in the vocal tract. So let's do an example. The production of a consonant sound, we can imagine that the air is moving through an obstacle course created by different configurations of speech organs. We have different sound stops, right? We have the fricative, the affricative, the nasal, the liquid, and also called the approximant glide, which is tap sounds. So let's go ahead and start. Let me go ahead and explain it. So we have stops. This is the air is completely stopped and then released, like in p, p, t, k, right? Fricatives, the air is forced through a narrow passage, creating friction. Affricatives, it's a combination of a stop followed by a fricative, like in chop or in judge. And we have the nasal airflows, like in Then we have the liquids, which are the approximants. Some constriction, but not enough to cause friction. Then we have glides, minimal constriction, gliding motion, which is a w, and the ch, ch. Then we have the taps, a quick contact of the tongue with the alveolar ridge, as in the t, in butter, or the as in butter. So now let's go to part 1 section. It's the 3rd section. And this is the phonemes and their representation. So what is a phoneme? So a phoneme is the smallest unit of sound in a language that can distinguish meaning between words. Each phoneme can have multiple allophones. And what is an allophone? An allophone is a variation of a phoneme that occurs in specific contexts but does not change the meaning of the word. So in other words, it's a different way of pronouncing the same sound depending on its position in a word or the sound around it. Example, phoneme p, p, right? So how are phonemes represented? The phonemic transcription written between forward slashes, phonetic transcription, which is an allophone, which is actual pronunciations, are written in square brackets, and the International Phonetic Alphabet, the IPA, provides standardized symbols for representing speech sounds across all languages. So, for example, we have phone, right? So the phoneme for phone would be the bracket, the backslash F backslash, not the backslash PH backslash, right? So one sound can have multiple spellings. All right, so the next section, part 2. So we are in part 2 and how phonemes form words. Okay, so we have, you provided us with the words elbow, constant, measure, jump, and domino. So the word elbow, the bold B, represents the voice bilabial stop phoneme B, right? Then we have in the word constant, the bold C represents the voiceless vowel stop phoneme K, and it's, even though it's spelled with a C, it's still a K. Then we have the word measure. The bold S represents the voiced post-alveolar fricative phoneme, like in the sound measure, right? Then we have the word jump. The bold J, the bold J represents the voice post-alveolar fricative phoneme. Then we have domino. The bold D represents the voiced alveolar stop phoneme D. So right here, phoneme to letter and the example. So we have that phonemes can be represented by different letters or different combinations. The first one, you gave us the sh, so we have a word sheep. Sheep. The next one, you gave us the j, so we have the word, so it can represent it with a SI, a G, or an S. So we have vision, mirage, and then we have measure. Then you gave us the ch. So right here we have cheese, which is with the CH, and watch, which is with the TCH. Then we have thumb, give us a thumb, right? Then we have then that's with mother, the. So thumb is like, you really can't hear it. Thumb. You can feel it. Mother. The next one is part 3. So describe and compare sounds. So you gave us the which is voiceless labial dental. And then you gave us the v, which is voiced labial dental. For example, in fit and in van. Then you gave us the p, which is voiceless bilabial dental. And then you gave us the p, which is voiced bilabial pat versus bat. Pat versus bat. Then you gave us the and the which in the there's thin and then there's that. Then you gave us the t. That's let's go back to this one. I'm sorry. The which is the voiceless interdental, and then you gave us the which is the voiced interdental. Now let's go to the next one. The t and the d. The t is t, which is a voiceless alveolar, like in tip, and then the d, which is a voiced alveolar, like in dip. Then the next one is the s and the z. This we have this, which is voiceless alveolar, like in sip. And we have the z, which is voiced alveolar, like in zip. I'm right here on part 4. You asked us to go ahead and give different examples of each consonant cluster. So we're going to start with the initial consonant cluster. So in initial consonant, we have blue. We have the consonant BL, and then the rest are vowels, UE. So blue, you can see them highlighted. I mean, you can see them in bold and underlined. Then we have drum. We see them right there as well. DR is a consonant. Then we have flip, consonant. Then we have glow, consonant. So right here we have the consonant BL, consonant DR, consonant FL, consonant GL. Then we go to the initial consonant. So now 3 initial consonants. We have the word scream, consonant SCR, splash, consonant SPL, splash, consonant SPR, spring, and consonant STR, street. So all those are consonant clusters, initial. Now let's go ahead and do consonant in the finals. Consonant clusters in the finals. So we have consonant, just 2 consonants. We have the word jump. We have the okay. Then we have raft, consonant FT. Then we have land, consonant ND. Then we have bank, consonant NK. Right? Bank. It's kind of hard to hear. It gets lost somewhere there. And we have the final consonant, which is 3 consonants at the end. We have 12th, prompt, first, strengths. And the last one is the final consonant. 4 consonants. We have glimpsed, mst. So this one's pretty confusing, the first one, glimpsed. It's just that the ED is making the t sound, glimpsed. Then we have sixth. Then we have text, right? And then we have angst, okay? It's pretty confusing. When I was teaching first grade, second grade, and third grade, it was pretty confusing to teach all of these, only because it's not exactly everything you hear. The sounds that you're hearing isn't what you need to write down, or isn't what you're going to be reading. So especially with the bilingual babies, it would be hard for them to hear every sound, and when they would try to make the connection to Spanish and English, as in Spanish you hear every single sound, and in English you don't. So thank you for this opportunity to present to you about the articulatory apparatus and our consonants. Thank you.